Hello everyone and welcome to another custom figure showcase. Now, this is possibly one of the oddest customs I've ever made. I have no idea what was going through my head when I decided to do this, but I will try and fill you in the best I can. Basically, when I did my custom Cloister Wraith, my slider figure, I obviously used a 10th Doctor hologram head and hands, which meant I had the body left over, and I could not think of anything to do with this, so I just chucked it in the bottom of my spares box, and it's been there for ages. The other thing that I've had in my spares box time and time again, through just getting spares, is I've got at least 3 or 2 now spare Ganger 11th Doctor head and hands. Again, because I'd used the bodies for custom stuff, I just had nothing to do with the head and the hands. So again, they were just chucked in the bottom of the box, and they're still there. Now, I wasn't drunk. I was perfectly sober. I wasn't on anything, but I suddenly decided, for some bizarre reason, that the shaded head and hands would look interesting on this body, and I have to say, they do look interesting. But for the life of me, once I put this together, I thought, what the hell is this supposed to represent? And so I've decided what it's meant to represent is it's a regeneration. It's this is really hard to explain because it's very hard to explain it if you didn't see the idea that was in my head at the time, which you can't do. Basically, this was some kind of halfway point for the regeneration between the 10th Doctor and the 11th Doctor. Obviously, he's in the 10th Doctor's suit, but he's got the 11th Doctor's head. Now, as I said, I have no idea. Maybe this is some kind of alternate regeneration where he fades out and in completely and he changes, or maybe this is in the Doctor's mind when he regenerates. He sees himself in some sort of holographic, translucent style. I have no idea. I'm sorry. I'm trying really hard to be serious here, but every time I look, I'm actually having to not look at this figure whilst. That's why you haven't seen me pick it up. I'm gonna have to do it in a minute. But that's why you're seeing me not looking at this, because it's the stupidest thing I've ever made, and yet I'm really proud of it. So it is the 11th Doctor's Ganger's head and hands with the holographic 10th Doctor body. I decided to go over the head with blue paint just because the brown didn't look right. I wanted to give it a sort of translucent look, and obviously I went over the face. It looks so much like a clown. But I wanted to, it just didn't look right with the proper eyes and the red, so I had to go over it with blue and silver. I have no idea what is going on here, if I'm perfectly honest. This is the most surreal thing I've ever made, and I've made some pretty bizarre things. But as I said, I have no idea what this is going on, but I'm actually really pleased with this. It's such a... I think what I like about this so much is it's so bizarre and so surreal and so weird that I can't not like it. It's a very odd custom, just made up with some very odd pieces, but I'm exceptionally proud of it. It is a great random custom figure. I really don't know what else to say. So, as always, I hope you enjoyed this video. Like, favorite, subscribe, share. It really helps me out a lot. And I will see you all with another video, which will be hopefully slightly less surreal and a bit more normal very soon.